What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hopefully, your sales have been good. Mine have been so-so. I did make up for a couple slow purchases or slow sales on eBay on Amazon. So we'll get into that. I'll show you what I ordered from Amazon or what I replenished. I'll show you guys what I use for FBA, as well as I'll walk through some of my search terms that I use for liquidation.com. So I wanted to give you guys some things that I look for, different items, and what I do, basically. Starting to get through some auctions, put some stuff on my watch list, show you how I do that. And then quick show tonight, didn't buy anything today. We did go look at cars after work. It was a little slow today. I did end up listing more hats last night. I put it up on my Instagram. I'm finding a lot of cool hats. A lot of cool hats that sell for 20 plus. So keep your eyes out for hats. So let's see what we have out there. Scott was first. Matt's World, thanks for joining. Audrey, Lisa, Lizanne, Scott, Four Oaks, Adam, what's up? Charlotte, Redneck Hustler, thanks for joining. Angela, thanks for coming. All right. So let's get into it. Show you what I sold. Again, I sold another one of these. I think I'm making like $1.50, $2 on these. This is old liquidation.com stock, so I'm fine with getting rid of it. Again, $5 sale on that. This is the last one. I did actually wholesale purchase these. I believe I had, how many did I have? 30 maybe? I had 30 of these. Finally got rid of them. The last one, I did take 5 returns on these. These are brand new. You can see right there. Got them direct from the manufacturer. Brand new. There are a couple issues with them where some aren't connecting efficiently. So I got a couple returns. I think I got 2 on Amazon, which is okay. I will sell them as parts not working. Maybe it's the dongle, or maybe it's the controller. I don't know. I will not buy those again. The systems do great. I love the systems, but I won't do the controllers again. Outdoor Girl says I must be doing something wrong with hats. So I like, again, logos and sports, and then different types. Tool brands, sports teams. What else did I do? Some trucker hats. Trucker hats I usually pick up all the time. Those high build hats, I'll pick those up. But that's really what I stick to on the hat side. The other thing, okay, so what I got today actually got stuck. So I get all my FBA supplies from Amazon. Adam, that's true. Great pictures. Free shipping and priced right. Oh, yours are all sports. Interesting. I'd love to see which ones you have. Is that the picture you showed with all the? I saw the front hat. If that was your picture. Hey, Benji. All right, here's what I get as well. I got these because they're prime. The smaller bag I typically don't use, but this is a pack of 400. They do have the suffocation warning on them, and I will post a link down below. But you have 4 sizes. The big ones I use for hoodies, the puffier type of jackets and shirts. This second largest size, you can kind of, sorry, it's kind of hard to see, but the second largest size I use exclusively for clothes or polo shirts. They fit perfectly, polo shirts, and then those fit perfectly within, I think it's the 9x6 eBay bag. The second largest eBay bag, not the poly mailer, not the bubble mailer. So those fit great, but the smaller ones are kind of iffy. This was only 20 bucks, so 20 bucks for all this. It lasts for quite a while. I like that. I will post a link down below. That's the last supplies I got. I think the last thing I got before that was it bubble mailers? It might have been bubble mailers, just generic bubble mailers. That's kind of all I use, bubble mailers, when I run out of eBay stuff. The crinkly kind, no, these are I'm trying to think, do I have an extra one down here? They are not crinkly. They feel like soft plastic. And they have the one strip on them. Do I have one down here? I don't have one. They look kind of like this. You know, like the ones you get from Liquidation? Kind of that feel to them. They're kind of like that. I don't know if that defines crinkly, but they're great for. I've never had an issue with my polo shirts on. Junk Trader, how's it going? You need to check comparable sales of like items. Oh yeah, so you were asking about new with tags and pre-owned. Yeah, check what's going out there. Some hats will sell for $10. Other hats will sell for 30. It all depends on the logo and the style of hat. Otherwise, you'll let it sit. Some hats I have sit all the time. Other hats sell like fire. Golf hats are great. Golf branded hats like Titleist. What other ones? The Bridgestone one I sold that for $20 instantaneously. All right, so I'm gonna flip over my screen here. I love the questions, keep them coming. Hey Diesel, what's up? I'm gonna show you what I do, and I say sourcing from Liquidation. I'm gonna give you some search terms, and these are all gonna be electronic search terms. Feel free to use them. Feel free to look for them, look through the kind of the auctions I look at. Let me flip over here and share my screen. Let me get my phone up so I can see questions. But I'll walk through kind of what I do. Ooh, I got a new offer on a shirt. I probably will take it, 15 bucks. My Ohio University polo shirts sell instantaneously. So I got an offer for, before I flip over. So I got an offer for that. I got it for $15. I have it listed for $25. I'm probably gonna counter for $19.99. Otherwise, I'll sell it. Get rid of it. Move on. All right, let me get the chat up and running, and then I will show you how I source Liquidation and what search terms I use. The search terms I use are basically items that are higher priced, that sell when broken, that should capture a lot of your cost. Again, don't get in a bidding war with these things. Oh, they took it, 19 bucks, or 20 bucks, I should say. Don't get in a bidding war with it. Understand what you can sell them for. I'll kind of talk about prices, but let me make sure I'm not. Yeah, don't get in a bidding war with these things. I'd probably go max. I'll go is 400 bucks, depending on with shipping, depending on the price or how much is in the lot. So let me flip over here, make sure it's live chat. All right. Have you cleaned or washed Finch's hats? I have not. That was on my list to do a video. I want to show you guys what I'm going to do there. And here, let's flip over. Okay, so here is my Liquidation screen. And if you guys want to do Liquidation, I have a chat or a link down below. It is an affiliate link. It does help. But I love Liquidation. I find great stuff in there, as well as Scott. Scott can vouch as well. Chris, have you noticed anything weird with promoted listings? I've had okay sales the past week, but zero through promoted listings. Never. I've had one sale through promoted listings. I don't do well with promoted listings. I don't know if I'm promoting non-desirable items, but I do bad, Rick, with promoted listings. All right, so here, I'm going to give you one search term, Rokinon. I've talked about this a lot. I love this. I think I spelled that right. Rokinon, R-O-K-I-N-O-N. They are expensive camera lenses, and there is none, or there are none, I should say. I think I spelled it right. Yeah, there's none out there. Interesting. So those go fast, and those go high. You can snipe them pretty quickly. And I say snipe, you can't snipe at the last second, but you can snipe in the last prior to 5 minutes. Headphones, says Scott, $1,000 headphones. Headphones, word of caution, they are tricky just because headphones can be shorted, busted, cracked, missing pieces, swapped out. I've had swapped out headphones. But if you're going to go the headphone route, to Scott's point, let's see if I can spell it right. Bayer Dynamic, and any high-end headphone. If you think about Scott's pair, the wireless earbuds, even if one is missing or one is shorted. Wow, there's no auctions. What's going on here? Unless I'm spelling my Bear Dynamic wrong. You can sell parts of the wireless earbuds if you need that, but just be wary of headphones. All right, so Bear Dynamic. I don't know if I thought I spelled it. I thought it was BEYER. So that's not there. That's another one. Another one I do is Nintendo Switch. So Nintendo Switch is the newest gaming system, and I believe it's pulling off both terms, Nintendo and or Switch. So when I get this popped up here, I'll look at the first item. The first item is 9 times out of 10 the most popular or the most highest price item in the list. Hey, Mr. Sadie, how's it going? Thanks for coming back. I buy a fair amount of Gov deals, but never tried liquidation. That'd be good to try. I mean, go low on your first shot. I mean, you don't have to go $400. And we're going to give away code this week, so hopefully this helps. All right, so another thing I look at before I click in the lot, first thing is the first 1 or 2 items. I will then look at what price that's currently. So you could see people have bid this up, $300 at 23 bids, which does not include premium and shipping, just as a refresher. The second thing I look at is what the condition is. So this is salvage. Personally, I will not touch salvage. Salvage is missing pieces, broken, untouched, busted. You could get brand new items. It's a crapshoot. I don't touch salvage. Second's location, or the second to last location, and then the sourcing name or seller name. I've seen people ask about CE app sourced from Amazon. I'm guessing that's consumer electronics app. I don't know. Source from Amazon. So I'm guessing it's the Amazon seller from the liquidation warehouse. I have not touched that. This is the one I like. Source from Amazon Liquidations from Indiana. Personally, Indiana is closest to me. If I win an auction, it takes a day to a day and a half to get to me. All right. And to Scott's point, do your research. So let's look at this one. Canon telephoto lens. Now, Scott's talking about the MSRP. So let's click in here. I like Canon. Canon's great products, but you have to do your research. So we'll talk about what to look for on the auction page. And this is kind of how then, since I did like this and I like the seller and the condition, I look in. Bid's okay, which is good. 63 pounds is where I look next. Quantity in the lot, 218. And then the next thing you would do is you'd come down here to the bottom and click shipping details. Come down here. Minimum's $40. It is a package. If you see something classified as truckload or pallet, you will probably be paying a ton more in shipping. I stick to packages for the moment. You could get one or multiple packages, but your rate will usually be better depending on the weight. At 63 pounds, click and click quote. It will give you a quote to ship. I don't want to click on it because my address will be blasted out to YouTube. So I check shipping. So I mentally keep shipping the amount in the back of my head. Let's say it's about $70. I add it to the minimum, and I start bidding where I think I want to be. If I don't want to bid on it, I click add to my list, and I'm going to click add here. And it says, please log in. It's going to tell me to log in. It will add to your watch list, and just keep in mind that's on your watch list. It will not alert you if you have not bid on it. Next thing, let's look at the manifest. So after we've done all that, and this is prior to bidding, I pull up the manifest. So here we go. You are going to research the top items just like you would research from thrifting, retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, and see what they're worth. For example, to Scott's point, if you looked up this item might only be worth or reselling for about $60. I'm just making that number up. So you have to validate that the retail price, and this is probably new, the item you are getting is either brand new, missing the package, used and in the package, or busted in package, or busted without package, or completely missing as the worst case scenario. Whoever creates these manifests doesn't know. Yeah, so you do have to take these with a grain of salt. I probably take the first 10 or so items if I don't know them, and I will research them. Like these Nintendo Switch Pro controllers, those sell really well, really quick, really well, depending if they work, and I test them for buttons as well as power. But as you start buying more, you start learning, you'll see multiple items appear over and over and over. Those items that you appear over and over that you happen to win and you sell a ton of, add those to your BOLO list. Be on the lookout, and those are the terms you're going to be using to search. I'm trying to think what else I use. Rokunin, Nintendo Switch. Oh, PetCube. So PetCube is the wireless pet camera. Now, oh, there's some in here. Usually, you can get anywhere from housewares to electronics with those. Those sell broken. I like those. I'm not sure if there's any in here. Let's look at, and you usually can get a better price with these lower price lots, like digital door lock. Those do all right, but it doesn't look like there's any pet cubes. Manifest. So women's long formal evening gown, $200. Furbo dog camera, never heard of that one, but here's my pet cube. I love that thing. So I know I can probably get 50. I forget what I sold it for. I haven't sold one of those in a while. 50 to 150 depending on color and or functionality, but those do well. So that's another search term I keep. So I'm trying to think about what other search terms I have, but that's how I use the search terms. Those search terms will drive. I'm looking for those products that will drive profit. So any other questions on sourcing? Those are camera lenses. You can either search generic if you don't know the specific brands. Like I want to search for Lodge Pan scrapers. Search for those, or anything with Sony. You can search with the word Sony or just remote control. It is all how you want to do it. But that is how I source from Liquidation. I think I have a list somewhere. I need to put it in the Facebook group. If you're not in it, head over there and join. But I need to put my list out there. I have it somewhere. I typed it up. Skull Candy. I forgot about Skull Candy. Skull Candy is another good one. They're a great company, great headphones. But I like Skull Candy. Nighthawk routers. It looks like Scott says one. $225 resale value. Oh, that's right. You had modeling clay in that one. So that's the other thing. Liquidation.com. You could get switch outs. So be aware that you want to have enough in your lot that if you do have a switch out, you will be able to become profitable. I'm trying to think. Do I have anything over here from Liquidation? Yeah, besides this. So Liquidation's a steady source. I need to get back into them, but I was buying 2 to 5 lots a week. I just got a ton of stuff and stopped buying. I need to go buy more. Scott's currently took over my buying. He finds a lot of good stuff, but it does help you learn about the products, right? So I was successful with electronics. I started to get some houseware stuff, and I knew nothing about housewares. That stuff finally sold. So if you look about tools, if you look up DeWalt, you look up the Pet Cube is how I got in housewares. Those do well. Door locks. So if you get those digital door locks, those sell really well for parts and pieces. You can sell those with parts and pieces $50, $60 depending on the lock. If everything works and everything's there, you're looking at $150, $200 again depending on the model. But door locks do well. So those type of things you got to start thinking about when you're doing liquidation. How am I going to sell it if it's busted or missing pieces? And that's how you make your money on liquidation. And Scott has a great point. If you can pick up from the warehouse, definitely go pick up the warehouse. I know there's one in Vegas and there's one in Plainfield, Indiana. Chris, take the clothes. I'll take the electronics. I have not purchased clothes off Liquidation. If anyone has questions about clothes, I have not done that. Again, I only stay I stay towards the Amazon source from Amazon. I have went to there's one called Retail East. I did a video. I think it was a couple back. I did make money on that one. I think I made about $50, and I only sold a couple things. The rest was junk, but I made my money on it. Apple, that's another one. Apple products. If you look for Apple pencils now, if you look for Apple mice, Apple trackpads, the Apple trackpads the second versions, those sell busted. But again, the faceplates on those are glass, and I've seen probably 60% of those I get are busted. The other 40 work great, and I can test them with my computer. So Apple's another one, as well as Xbox. Xbox One, if you get your Xbox One Elite controllers. Those Elite controllers sell $75 if they wear on them or they're missing parts. If everything's there and it powers up, it's over $100. It's $100 bill all day. Microsoft Surface Docks. That was probably, Scott says, a Surface Docks. That was the first item that I searched for. I got that in a lot, one of the first boxes I bought, and I couldn't hold on to those things. So that was one of the first search terms I started with. That was the thing I put in the search term, and I'd buy all the lots with Surface Docks. Those weren't lasting long either. That was like the Rokin and the lenses. Those are gone. How many bids would you say you win? 20%, 50%, one of every 5. No, it's hard, but once you set your max limit amount. So just like eBay, I don't know about you guys, but I do not go in and put my max bid. I bid until I'm the highest bidder. I take a mental note or I write it down when that auction ends, and I log back in and I bid at the last minute or the last 5 minutes. I do not set my max amount right off the bat because someone will go in there and bid it right up. That's my own philosophy. Same with eBay. If it's $10, I will not put a $50 bid, even if that's what I'll pay for it. I'll put $11, be the first bidder, and I'll make someone else bid it up. But sometimes not a lot. Well, it depends, Pac-Man. It depends on the items. I've seen some camera lenses get in the teens in the bids. It all depends what's in it. There's certain items like the camera lenses, people bid those up all the time. If you see Nintendo Switch, the system, you can expect that to get to 500 bucks. The drones, DJI drones, those go really high. I don't touch those. I just get parts and lower part items in my lots. Lizzie and I've purchased clothes. Amazon shelf pulls still have them all despite listing for 90 days. Yeah, I don't touch clothes from there. I've heard horror stories of just things not missing tags, ripped. Yeah. Replacement parts are huge on eBay. Yeah. I mean, awesome. Don't just get a liquidation lot, get upset that everything's broken. You can make money. You just got to work on it. And you got to be creative. You'll find someone to get rid of it. Broken tools. I've sold broken tools locally. Someone will buy broken tools for parts, especially heavy tools. Like I had an impact wrench, sold that for 40 bucks. And that's straight cash, right? So that goes right to your bottom line. You're not paying shipping. You're not paying fees. If you can, and tool lots do get heavy. So be careful of tool lots. What's the highest you've paid for a lot in liquidation? Scott paid, is that $6.98 plus shipping? Here, let me flip over. So let me flip over my screen. I'll show you my liquidation. The last lot I purchased was in, I think, May. I took a big break. So let's see. Let me flip. So here is entire screen application window. Okay. All right, so here's this is specifically due to liquidation. You can see my buy amounts right here. So last lot I purchased, my purchase date right here was in May. No ship. Okay, no ship. Oh, my amounts have ship on it. This is buy amount is all in. Let's see, 400, 360, so 398 so far. This is with shipping. No, wait, that's not the. Yeah, that's what I paid for it. I'm all screwed up. 380, 400, 330, 320. And I thought I paid. Let's do this. Max H3 to H122. 430. 430 was my max. Scott has a little more well, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. Not YouTube friendly word, but a little more oomph than I do with that 690. Since December last year, I paid over 15 grand for different lots. Yeah. My whole lot for 2 years, I've paid 34,000. 34,000 in total buy cost, profit of 20,000. That gives you an idea of how much I'm putting out for how much profit, right? You have someone says I make $1 million, but they spent 900,000 to get that million. That's just an example, but so spent 34 to make 20. Yeah, more risk taker, Adam. I was thinking of a different word. Yeah, Poshmark. Again, one sale. Mr. Sadie, I roughly have 100 pair of broken headphones. Some gaming headphones are risky. I mean, man, the high-end headphones do well, gaming headphones. But other than that, I have a pair that I use for myself. That the microphone doesn't work unless you hold it weird, but I use it to keep quiet in the basement. I bought them on an auction about a year ago and just can't bring myself to throw them away. I threw a bunch of broken stuff away that I couldn't move. But that's, I mean, get parts and pieces, just like we do game parts, right? I parted out my Risk die, whatever you want to say. I parted those out. So just like liquidation, I save everything. I have USB cords, I have lightning cords, I have everything. So I piece everything out and throw away what I can't sell and keep what I need. Because if you get pieces in liquidation, if I'm getting the same thing over and over and I can take two and make one item out of it and make my money, that's almost so you also learn what to keep and what to throw away. But yeah, it is difficult sometimes to throw some of that stuff away. But it is a great learning experience. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to not only myself but other people in the chat, in the Facebook group. Oh, I'm buffering. Hopefully they can will help you out if you have a question about what lots to bid on. But again, hopefully that helps and someone came on to my internet because I'm buffering. All right. We will talk to you guys later. Oh no. Oh no. All right, let me refresh. All right, I'm getting an ad now. Oh, I'm back. All right, I just refreshed, so it worked out. I bought a bunch of Walmart. Oh, Walmart. I've never bought Walmart returns. Sold a ton of cords, cases, but kind of got bad taste in my mouth after that bulk experience. I would not do Walmart. That's my opinion. So, but they do work out sometimes. So, all right, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you guys need help in liquidation, link down below. Hit us up in the Facebook group. Message us. Message the group. We'll help you out. Thanks for joining. I'll have some more thrift stuff hopefully for you guys tomorrow. And we'll talk to you later. See ya.